Hi guys, and happy day 5. I'm quickly losing track, and it's the weekend. I'm also losing track of that. But today's video is going to be about course strategy and maybe even a little bit of game planning. So here's the scenario for you. Often I have conversations with pupils and they've gone and played a new golf course for the first time, whether that's with a society or in a competition. And the conversation often goes, if only I'd known the golf course, I would have played better. If only I'd known the golf course, I wouldn't have hit this particular club off the tee. If only I knew this golf course, I wouldn't have hit that club into the green because I didn't realise what was long. Now, we're not all in a position where we can have a practice round. So the advice that I give those golfers after that conversation is to start using Google Earth. So this is what this video is going to be about. So you can download it on your desktop computer, and you can also download it as an app. I've only ever used it on Apple tech, so I don't know what it's like on Android, but I'd actually probably say the app is easier to use. So I'm on my desktop now, so I'm just going to go through it with you in terms of how you'd actually use it. So let's say you've got that society day coming up, and you want to play well, or you've got that competition coming up, you want to play well. You can start to get a little bit of a prep of what that golf course is actually going to be like. So as I say, the desktop one's a little bit more complex than the app. So the golf course I'm going to just use here is going to be Goodwood. So we're going to Goodwood Kennels, Goodwood House, that will do. Search, so just search the golf course at the top, and it will zoom in. So in terms of navigating your way around, i.e. how do you know which holes are which holes, actually it's taking me to the house, not the kennels. I'll find that in 2 secs. And where was I? So in terms of navigating around, often you find the clubhouse. The first is often near the clubhouse, the 18th near the clubhouse, the 9th near the clubhouse. So you can pretty much figure it out. And often most golf courses have got some sort of YouTube flyover now anyway, so you can basically sort of compare and contrast based on that. So let's get to the Downs golf course, which is over here. So a good example would be, I think, the second hole. So for those that haven't played Goodwood, it's a par 4. Okay, these are the tees here, and then there's a sudden drop, but elevation of almost probably about 50 feet from up here down to the green. And this area here, as soon as the ball passes this rough line here, you pretty much lose the golf ball, or near enough lose the golf ball. But from the tee, you can't actually see it. You can just see this tee. I see this tree, so you could almost just think, well, I'll just hit any club down there. But what this can help using Google Earth is we can actually map out how far that is. So when you come to that hole, you know, for example, if we go off this tee here, we know then to the very end it's 250. But you take into account a summer month with a bit of roll, you don't want your ball really passing 230, and then probably then you're only really pitching it at 200 yards. So that might alter which golf club you particularly use. The amount of people that will just play that hole, hit any old golf club and end up in the rubbish here, and you wouldn't know that unless you played it. So suddenly you could save a few shots that way. And another way that you can do it is having a look over the back of greens. I wouldn't say Goodwood Downs really has too much trouble over the back, but some golf courses do. And then in terms of off the tee, you're looking for things like finding out where fairway bunkers are. Now I know a few GPS watches do that now, but some don't. But also little streams, so just finding out exactly what club you can hit off the tee, what's the minimum distance you can hit it, and what's the maximum distance you can hit it. Another good example you can use this for as well is the architect will often try and play tricks on you. So they design holes to make them look tighter than they are, which then obviously then affects your psychology. We tend to get a little bit tight, and then as a result of that can result in some poor tee shots. So by sort of going onto the golf course before, you can get a general gist for how wide some of the holes are. So what am I trying to do here? I'm going to try and find the 4th hole. This is a par 5 at Goodwood here. And to the eye, particularly in the summer when the rough grows up, this can look very, very narrow. But actually, if you assess it, and let's get that ruler up again, the rough in the summer will probably start about here. So if we go from here, let's say we're going to hit it past this bunker, just short of this bunker here. Yeah, the app is actually much easier than this. Come on. Yeah, drag it, drag it, drag it, drag it. So from that rough area, pretty much to the tree, you've got 65 yards. Now, if I put you on a driving range, but 2 points at 65 yards, you'd probably bet yourself you could hit it between those 2 points. Whereas that golf hole doesn't look that way. So again, it can affect our psychology and then affect our commitment to that golf shot. So it's going through some golf courses as well and figuring out, you know, what would be a tee shot strategy for you. Would you hit driver off there? Yes, I can, because it's definitely wide enough. So you can use it for a lot of preparation. It can really help you sort of map out how you're going to play that golf course before you arrive. You can get familiar with what tee shots you're going to hit, what sort of yardages you're going to have into most of your par threes. So you can go to that round as committed as you can do and prepared as you can to see whether you can perform at your best. Hope that helps. Any questions, then give me a shout, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care.